Set no all your overlays. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. I'm Shades there. I'm a caster for this game, and we have a flight path north to south, and I see squad number 18 getting into an early tussle. There's some shots fired, but the entirety of Rozok seems pretty empty. A couple of players from squad number 17 hanging around that area. And STWs head towards Gatka. There's squad number 10 sitting all the way up at North George. Pretty well spread out for map number 1. And the first circle is going to be pretty central. And it's going to prevent actually pretty much about 90% of the teams from requiring any sort of rotations. Up at Yasnaya, I see a couple of squads dropping next to each other. INV. In squad number 9. For all the viewers tuning in, welcome. This is minor number 14, and we're gonna have close to 4 games here today. Groups A, B, C, and D, and then we're gonna walk into groups E, F, G, and H tomorrow. The semi-finals up on Wednesday, and the grand finals 3-map series on Thursday to see who will be 2 more teams moving through. We're done with the I believe 13 minors, right? Yeah, 13 minors done and dusted. 26 of the 32 teams already locked in, and we have 6 more to be decided on who will move through to the online playoffs in January. Shout out to the sponsors. Title sponsor Alienware, powered by Logitech G. Associate sponsors Nextwave Multimedia and Kaspersky. GP partner Galax. Energy drink partner Monster Energy. Nova's gonna see actually 3 squads drop around. Nova containers, one of the high loot areas, so to speak. 19, 14, and see another squad. It's here, squad 7. There you go. Squad 19. And we have 3 members. And 2 of them are actually just about making their way into this area. Squad number 24, NF4D, are going to be going up against squad number 17, 3 players ahead of Rooney. Did you remember this name from last time as well? Did take part in minor number 13. And it looks like Rooney did eventually end up aggressing up and going down. Alpha gonna look for the flush out. They do manage to actually find Spidey as well, and in comes the fourth player in Arif, but he's getting shot from behind by Messi. And we do have a 1-for-2 trade. Spidey yet to be rezzed up. Looks like Manop needs in. I'm going to look to try and flush out Savior. And Messi is just cleaning up one by one. He finds himself 2 kills, and Alpha Savior is the last man alive for Alpha. He's in a 1v3 situation. A Rez is coming through as well, so it's gonna have to make do with the nades. It's got a bike to work with, a 3-seater one, if he's looking to get out of Rozhawk entirely. But if he's looking to stay here and fight, he's maybe got a fighting chance if he can find individual duels. He spotted out Messi. Seen at the edge of that compound, but no shots fired. And with that M16 single fire, he's gonna be able to find himself the knock. Savior, he needs 3 more, but I think this is the opportunity you make that push across as well. He might be able to even confirm the kill here. He's separated from the rest of his teammates, and there you go, Messi is done. He's down for the count, and Batman OP. Right, TX Nero. There's a drop coming down as well. It's a flare drop. MK14 and an M249. Called in by squad number 14. These guys are only too strong. Puff Daddy as well as Papa Ranjit. And the two of them are going to have to work their way through to that top 4 position if they are to qualify for that semi-finals on Wednesday. OLM Shaggy making his way across the western border, dropping down to STW. Still 17 squads in the server. A few of them still battling it out at Yas Naya by the looks of things. INV, KSR, Nigs07. The 2 guys from squad number 6. They do have Zeno and Titan also for cover. UK07 is going to be looking into a fight as well. There's quite a few teams in and around south of school. And we might have quite a few engagements brewing there. TT9 rather, drawing in a few shots from UK7, but it's from a pretty decent range with that AK-47. Vegeta has still not got a helmet. He's sitting on just the vest. 1 first aid, 2 boosters, 10 bandages. Not the best in terms of heals right now. And Gatka, Groza, tax stock, adrenaline syringe. Looks like Creepy will find himself a knock. This is, of course, happening at Yasnaya. Let's move on around. This is deep in the blue. A lot of these squads taking a lot of early damage as well. Going for the heals. And Nixo7 finds himself a return. Creepy bites. Ends up getting knocked. Let's see if he's getting pushed inside. Yes, he is. He's going to get flushed out as well. And Cobra bites all on his own. Let's see what's the plan here. Level 1 West is also kind of busted. He's going to get shot in the back by Zeno. Squad 6 got a fair bit of distance to go. KSR is down. And the rest of them do have a decent bit to go before they do make it into the zone. This is the second phase, of course. We still have 15 teams, 46 players alive. Brand pretty much playing the western edge of the zone right now. They've got a couple of players there. 2 more on transit. Squad number 5 might end up actually running into them if they do decide to make their way through the eastern side of Quarry towards center circle. North is going to see some traffic there as well. Alpha, the Savior, who's the last man alive, we've lost. We did witness them lose 3 players earlier. And squad number 14 keeping tabs on them all the way from school apartments. There's a drop coming in center zone. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a Groza with the extended quick draw mag and a military vest helmet. Another level 3s. is Leon, who's probably looking at the western edge. Okay, UK7 has eventually taken a few shots at TT9, who's driving by, and they've managed to drop Cesar pretty low as well. But where's his backup? Where's his teammates right now? I don't believe they're with him. They're coming to that area, but they're pretty far off. Kakarot, meanwhile, is at the shack, who's down, and he's getting shot from the side, and Cesar ends up going down, decides to stop by. It's a very unconventional decision, and now so does Russia. Russia's down as well, and Outlook is in no man's land. He's getting pushed from multiple directions. Brawley cleans up, and squad number 21 are gonna secure up the kill, and they should be able to pick up Kakarot as well in this duration. And look at the zone. It's moving towards Military Island. Oh my lord. That zone looked anything but going in that direction, but it looks like Military Island is where it's going to be heading. Squad number 16. Looking to drive south and towards TX. This is not the original TX, not to worry. There's a bridge cam going on as well. Squad number 15. Sitting tight. Pretty much the only ones who are right now inside Military Island. And meanwhile, Lordship is gonna knock Itachi down. It does drop all the way below, and there is a swimmer in action. And action's being spotted. There you go. Lordship, it needs one more bullet. And there you go, he gets the knock in as well, and they're looking for the flush out. Sorry is all alone, left to his own devices. Should be a pretty easy cleanup. And what's in the drop? The drop's coming down, and I see Mark 14. The 7.62, not bad. Not bad at all. Make a trip across, and ooh, warp up on the bridge. It's taking on Brand. They've lost two players. They've got players front and back. Can you sandwiching them where they are right now? AK, is he still on the bridge? He's, oh my lord, he's just sitting there. Jeez, it's the last man alive, Leon. Now that's AK. AK is there. Venom is gonna get flushed inside. Leon's trying to swim by. It's surprising that he hasn't seen this. Oh my, oh my. Well, Kirito is going to be chiming up with the the barrel. And yeah, the final cleanup inside with Panda. I secure yet another kill just about at the northern end of that zone. I'm gonna keep my eyes on Brand AK. This man's been a ninja. Been sitting there for a long time. The zone's still in his... okay, it's no longer in his favor. He's gotta make a move soon. But he's probably waiting on a warp to be heading out from that direction. See what's up with squad number 16. King Kabali OP. And they find themselves in a nice little spot, center circle. I just issued in a way that in a pretty comfortable position. Tyson sees a boat coming by. I believe that is Alpha Savior. It's actually not even a boat, he's just swimming across. All on his own, taking a little bit of damage. Warp Sortie ends up going down, and Brand AK. Oh, let's see how long he can pull this. Squad number 18 to make their way across the bridge. Does have some inkling. Oh, what? Prashant? What kind of a dive was that? He's gonna jump back down, and yeah, that he is pretty much done for. Absolutely done for. AK is taking some painkillers. Virat's holding the angle, and he's gonna start making this move, and so does AK. AK is gonna get shot in the back, isn't he? In comes Virat, and he's done for all that patience. And he cleans up over Virat. Squad number 9 is done. They are done for it. He might be able to pick up more. Kane's coming through as well. Needs one more bullet. He finds him. Kane's knocked. Another full flush across his guard. No heals. He's gonna have to heal back up as Kate. Oh no, he drops. Drops down. AK. He's gonna be closed. Nah. Goes down in 10th position. They are out. 2 kills. I don't think that's enough to secure the qualification. More shots fired. STW. The Professor and Psycho. Down on the outside, FN drawing in some shots. Gonna look at Baba pushing through. There's FN, one player down, another one trying to res him inside the smoke. He's moving back for some cover. Lordship also gonna join in. Inductance does get the res off onto Robin. Down to the top 8 squads. TX cleanup Savior as well on the outside, and that's gonna bring it down to the top 18 players in the server. 7 squads remaining. Group A for minor number 14 as Baba for 20. The last one's out. Another player succumbs to the blue zone. Panda drawing in some fire from a side, from I and we, and I think the blue's gonna eat him up. It does eventually, and it's going to be down to Kirito. Kirito right now can't even draw the weapon. It's just going to make a run. It makes it into the zone, sitting at about half HP. The heal's coming through. And the child back out. Looks like INV's got maybe a small window to put some pressure on, as they leave behind one of the squads who they were gatekeeping for quite some time. Even managed to pick up a couple of kills there at the end, as Nick's gonna join up with his teammates. 6 squads, 14 players alive. Not a lot, but there is a few buildings inside which can be used for some cover. Toxic with the rotate across. Smokes dropped out in the open to try and provide some natural cover for teams that don't really have any compounds to hold as such. And Kakarot gonna find a knock. Squad 6 though coming in hot. It's not too many spaces that they can move to, but they're moving straight into STW. And up on the hill, Brawly should get knocked here. He's missing a shot. Oh, there you go. Finally, the last few bullets connecting in, and Nix goes down. A full flush across, and Toxic. Does knock Titan, and Titan is probably going to bleed out to the zone right now. Niggs, I don't think we'll be looking to push in through the blue to try and take this fight. King, I think, is a very strong contender here. They've got all 5 players alive, and they should be able to put up quite a decent fight moving into these final stages. 4 teams, 8 players alive. Niggs pretty much sitting at the edge of the zone. Kakarot as well. And Baba. Baba's done. 4 strong. King is gonna look to try and finish this. 1v4. First player down, 2 more to go. Unless Niggs and Kakarot can find isolated duels, this is going to be King qualifying through. I think it should be them qualifying through regardless. So the number of kills they have, 4 kills. Even if they do end up finishing 3rd position from this point on, which I see pretty unlikely, I think they've done just about enough. Thunder looking for some players on the outside. Kakarot, yeah, he spots Kakarot out. He's gonna end up running him over. Jeez. As good as it gets. He's run over. Niggs goes down, and yep. King take the chicken dinner. 6 kills. 5 kills for INV. UK 7. I don't think it's UK 7. This is UK 7. Finishing with 7 kills as well, and 6 kills onto OP, securing 7 kills onto STW. I think that is gonna is that gonna be enough? 7? No, I don't think it is. 7 and 6. It's gonna be tight between 4th and 5th positions, but top 4 move on to the semi-finals that will happen on Wednesday. Shout out to all the viewers tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. We will be back in just a bit with Group B, so don't go anywhere.
look in the room is still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You call to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Good, it's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Group B matches for ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. I'm Shaisley and I'll be a caster for this game. Pochinki is going to see a lot of action probably early. See Team 23, Team 19 looking to go at it. Azhar did drop pretty close to where squad 19 was, but eventually see him spreading out. Circle's gonna move a little more towards the eastern side this time around. A little bit more branched out. A lot of potential fights around the map. One is of course at Rozhok. There's one at Pochinki. I see a drop at military base. In fact, it's a flare drop called in AWM AUG with the AR suppressor. Called in by squad number 21, and there's going to be squad number 9 watching this come down. Psycho has picked himself up the AWM and looking to see if there's anyone else challenging in from military base. I don't believe squad number 9 is going to be too interested in doing that. The rest of them, the north side, pretty well spread out. A lot of players having spread themselves out towards the northern end. Shots being fired. Squad number 7 even manages to find themselves a knock. Alright, that's squad number 7, and yeah, I see a drop at Nova as well. I believe that's a flare drop. It's already being looted up. I don't think we're gonna find reminiscence of anything there. It was in fact a knock. I believe that was also picked up by Walker. And looks like a second drop has been called in as well. So a lot of loot going the way of squad number 14. Novo containers as well as Giorgio containers. Two places that are pretty high loot. And let's see what's inside the second one. M249 AWM. So that's 2 AWMs secured for squad number 14 BTW. Should give them a good head start moving into the rest of this game. AWM Groza AR suppressor also coming down for squad number 9 inside military base. So yep, looks like military base is the go-to area for most of these squads. Squad number 12 in squad number 6 also looking to go at it. Bolt Sid I do remember that name from the grand finals. Looks like the squads that didn't qualify through UK 07. And Sid ends up going down and is fully flushed out as well. Tito's making his way in as well. Zeus is on the far side. Warsi and Ghoul in a tricky situation, is getting shot as he tries and makes his way out. Did start only 3-man strong, and looks like the situation isn't getting any better as time progresses. And boy, oh boy, the number of flares that are available in this game. I've already seen 3, and there's another M2498 with 3 AWMs in play within the first 9 minutes of gameplay. Kind of solidifies how OP this is gonna be. Squads 17 and 12 do make their way into the zone from the Yasnaya area, and looks like they're gonna have to evade through some sort of traffic to make their way towards center circle. Which is currently poised near the bridge. I see another flare drop. The 4th one at that AWM Groza with sniper suppressor. Holy moly. The PUBG gods indeed have been kind this game. There's still some squads deep into the blue. Squad number 16, LITE, Bosco. Level 2 vest, level 2 helmet, level 2 backpack with medkit as well as a booster. Wait a second. Do see a knock coming through. Believe that is from BRU. Find themselves some damage over one of the teams going through from squad number 17. They're sitting close to the bridge. The drop is coming in at the peripheral of military zone. The zone's going to move a little bit more towards the western side. And it's quite a few squads that have got some fair distance to go. And another flare drop, AWM AUG. 5th flare drop in this game. That's a lot indeed. It's a lot of snipers that'll be in play. A lot of AWM specifically that'll be in play this game. BTW as well as Noob. Seems like they might be getting into a brawl here at the eastern edge of the zone. There's some nade setups here, and BTW in fact do manage to find themselves a knock with the nade there, and Kayor moves into position. He finds himself AK-47 as well. That's 2 players down. In fact, make that 3. Nade flushes out 1 and the charge across. Enigma can't find himself. Rocky, but there is a trade from Kayor, and that's going to be the cleanup. First squad to make their way out of the server. And the second ones might just be not too far away. Squad number 12. They've lost themselves 1. Pukar is going to be able to flush out one of the players, but he's taking in some collateral damage in from Zeus. And a wonderful shot there by his teammate in King to pick up a following knock. Manas messes up the nade there. And don't tell me this is 6th flare drop. Are you kidding me? M249, MK14, 4X. Yeah, 6th. Quite literally the 6th drop that we have seen this game. And we have 17 squads alive. Still yet to go. There's a breach coming through from squad number 18. Nades across. Squad 20 is going to be forced to reposition soon, else might be rained on with some bullets here. have one player from squad 20 sitting up in the corner here in the roof, and looks like he's going to move in to try and contest. Yes, it does draw some fire, does decent amount of damage as well himself. Forces Savvy into the corner, and his teammate comes through for the cleanup. And squad number 20, a full wipe here as Rising continue to survive and move on. Squad number 5 driving up. Lethal OP has taken a lot of shots in already. Toxic's making his way in as well. And ooh, Toxic runs in hot into the rock. Will at least be able to hold on. Currently, but Rising Flame is done right now. The chase across, and that's soon to be a cleanup onto 9-1 here. Flames down. There's Lethal OP, who's currently outside and looks like he's not even going to join in. He's going to pick up the vehicle and try and drive away from here. Last alive player, but there you go. Manus from inside says, where are you heading? Where are you planning to head, son? Takes him out, and that's pretty much going to be the end. STRB charging inside. Decent amount of damage taken from the first player charging through. He's running in. There is some backup here, but Killer's already on res duty onto Blaze. And he should be able to get the full res out. There's more backup coming through. And they've all set up shop inside pretty well. BB is going to spend some time just getting the heals off. Eventually for Hydra we have 4 players down, 4 players above for 4S, and it's going to come down to the utility game. How much utility can one of these squads spare to try and maybe find a knock or two on the other side? RB is onto the adjacent compound and onto the roof. In fact, I don't see how he's going to be able to find an angle here. Spots of Blaze might just work out in their favor. Molotov on the ready does go in. Decent damage done onto 3. And Blaze does end up getting knocked in. Now maybe the opportunity. Do you want to just straight up commit inside? First player coming through. Second player as well. They're looking for the flush out. Killer is going to get taken out. There's a player in the corner who's also traded away. And Hydra do survive. Toxic the last man alive, but it is job done. Mission accomplished indeed. And meanwhile, Enigma is also down, and there's another squad wiped. 12 squads remaining. Pucar is being put under pressure by squad 15 from below, but they've got some decent cover there to hold on to get some heals off. RQ on top of the hill. Aman finds himself a knock as well. I believe that is squad number 23 taking that fight versus 21. We already see the group across, and Psycho sitting nice and pretty on top of the building right there. For us down, Smokey's also going to get flushed out, and Psycho finds himself in almost an impossible situation here. 1v4 Team FL closing in on him, and this is going to be pretty hard for him to wiggle out of this situation. There's going to be multiple angles. There's also Akash behind him if he decides to fall back out of Pochinki entirely. So pretty much pinned inside. He's going to have to fight his way through this. Running out is definitely not an option, and Azar with that peek across from the balcony might just have spotted him. Blue pushing across. I do have Mars on top of the building as well. Looking straight towards Psycho. The nade is pretty decent. Drops him down to about half HP. Mars, they want to continue pushing across. Not so sure. Psycho, yeah, there you go. Psycho's done. Aman with the cleanup. And it's going to be Pochinki all to themselves. Squad number 8 and squad number 17 looks like they're chasing each other. 3 players down. In fact, Hydra Mario is going to be alone. Can he get clutch? He will. Finds the opener, and it's going to be him versus Bigfoot. He's trying to fall back to go and get the res out onto Spidey, and I think this is going to be close. He should be able to pull this off. Mario almost has a catastrophe there, but should be able to pull out the vehicle and make his way out. Squad number 15, squad number 20. I think it's going to be where we might see another fight break out. Rook is going to make his way in hot versus 4 squads. And lucky for them, they find themselves this nice little drain to hold, else there's going to be some potential of just straight up going down on their way in. With the amount of squads that are in Pochinki right now. So Pochinki zone. And I do have squad 20, 23, 15, 6, 20. All of them here. In such a small tight area. Rising Flame is going to make his way in. from afar. I believe that's going to be on foot as well. Fair bit of distance to cover. And Rising Flame, what? Yeah, he's down. Squad number 7. The last one of the players knocked. I believe that's Frenzy. Pretty much just outside the zone, and I don't think they have time to pick him up. Arslan is going to try and take the buggy inside, but it's not going to have any luck whatsoever. He's knocked as well, and Cardinal just about makes it inside, and Kingpin finishes off with like barely any HP there. He's got his entire squad in to loot up. That's going to be 13 players remaining in the server. So a lot of squads are crippled right now. Team FL being one of them, down to just the 2 players. Mars and Azar. And right opposite, Rising is going to get cleaned up. So the last remaining player, Mars, has an angle onto Warsi, and Warsi's down as well. Ghoul is going to be the last man alive for UK 07. Dodger is also gonna get cleaned up there at the edge as the blue pushes through. The Straggler is gonna be left behind, and RQ find themselves in a very strong position again, 4 strong, and there's 1 player out in the field. That's Akash. And the drive across, Puka versus drove straight into 1 and 2. It's fine, Bolt. Oh no! Risky play, but it pays off, and just like that, Akash is going to be left alone. 1v4, and he's cleaned up as well. And RQ, 16 kill chicken dinner for RQ for first position. TR in second position with 1 kill. 11 kills onto Team FL. And 2 kills on to a rook. Gonna secure up the top 4 positions. I see 7 kills on to rising in 6th position. Let's see if that's gonna be enough to catapult them up though, to maybe 4th position. I think second's way too out of reach though, despite it being only a 1 kill. We'll have to check and see what the scores look like. Don't go anywhere, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back shortly with the scorecard as well as Group C match. So see you soon.
switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late. And I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good, it's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good, yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. I'm Shades and this is Group C, and we are already having people going down straight off the drop. BSU the Extreme cleans up onto one, is running up to the loot box. Don't believe there's going to be too much in it, as it was less than 30 seconds into the drop that has picked up the kill. See a lot of bodies around. Georgopol, North George 2 teams, South George 3 teams. Yep, exactly what I expected it to be. While the rest of the map is pretty opened up. Squad 17, 14, 16, 23. Not too shabby at all. Squads that I want to look at is even a squad that's head up north of Stalba. One of the players from squad number 7, ILS and Dragon, is gonna have some traffic heading his way. It looks like Dragon's going to be able to safely maneuver through some difficulties there. Looked like it was going to get a little more tricky with squad 16 pretty much surrounding him from all directions, but found himself into a safe spot. Yasnaya Poliana is currently the center circle right now. The circle's moved all the way towards the north eastern part of the zone, and looks like we're gonna have some squads taking some time rotating across early, especially with most of the squads being on the western edge. Squad 21, squad number 8 seems like they might have a run-in against each other. Squad 8 is making their drive across. A couple of them have settled up here though. Beast as well as Extreme, with 2 of their teammates having left this area. They've moved all the way towards the top of the hill, trying to see if they can maybe get some backstab in onto kill switch as well as recon. Looking at the current positions, I believe that's not going to be the case. And Skull, it's like it's getting into a tussle here. Thor and team find themselves a knock, but it's pretty far off towards the city right then. Natsu ends up going down. Odin as well as Pablo are already cutting the distance down. Can keep my eyes on Odin. BSUD meanwhile find themselves a lock. We take their eyes away for just a second and that fight breaks out here. We're gonna keep our eyes on Dangi, 2 OP pushing through. And they straight up thirst down the one isolated player. We should be fine. So the teams I see across. Yasnaya Poliana might see some action as well, pretty early. One of the players from squad number 5, Exotic, is being a little too adventurous. Squad number 10 is going to make their way out of Georgopol. I see a flare drop coming through as well. We saw what? 5-6 flare drops, I believe, the last time around. And this time, it's going to open things up. Mark 14, M249 cheek pads to squad number 14. Right, looks like we're gonna have a second flare drop called in squad number 12 as AWM this time around with the M249 and a ghillie suit to squad number 12, who's currently parked south of Mansion. I've got a decent enough spot they're holding right now. Next zone revealed. I believe it's gonna move towards the eastern side, and that's exactly gonna be the case. Gonna remain central, a lot of the water taken out of play. So in terms of a lot of land available for some of these squads to occupy. It's gonna work out pretty decently in their favor. Squad number 10, you have them driving by Agent Clown, trying to keep tabs on them at the back, staying TPP right now, as Plus as well as Dangy 2 OP come by AVG, find themselves first knock. I know from Agent, it's one of the teams that did, was part of the finals the last time around, so they will have their hopes high here to try and work their way into the semi-finals and then the grand finals back again for another shot at making it to the regional qualifiers. Will happen in January. Shout out to all the sponsors, title sponsor Alien Web, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Web Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPro partner Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy. Nades across and Skull Ashish. Yeah, you guys are a little adventurous, so to speak. Didn't realize but he had gone muted there for a second, so apologize for that. But looks like Dragon did get knocked down from a side from squad number 9 is gonna get rezzed up in just a bit, but that zone shift was absolutely massive. Moves all the way towards the eastern edge. A lot of distance to cover for most of these teams who've been holding the western edge of the circle thus far. ZX Barney looks like he's got himself the buggy, and him and the rest of his pals are going to make their way out. US meanwhile making a statement with the AWM. Dukai does end up going down. He's been a little adventurous with the Kar 98, but Alright then, US gonna make their way towards now another compound that's slightly at the northwestern edge. Towards the northern side, there's a lot of squads though grouping up. Squads 18, 16, 8, and a few more. Where's squad 8 heading though? They're heading deep into the zone. They're going to be able to drive. Squad number 10 is Ashish up on the street. ATX Pablo. Where is this? This is towards the northern side. Looks like the squad's already come out on top. Squad 24. T4 is going to be able to evade almost all of them there. There we go. ADX does have one player alive in Flashy. And looks like he's gonna go try and go for the res. He's got decent amount of heals as well. Pablo's already rezzed up. So ADX are gonna be back to 3 strong. Optics down 2 players. Hemlock is pretty far away from the rest of his team, so I'm not really sure what the game plan here is. Wraith is already down, and Hemlock's probably gonna have to just bite his time and wait for Mystics to crawl across. Squad number 20, Psycho, is also getting pushed. And Psycho gonna get cleaned up by ALS John as Champ. Just on a drive-by. Does make his way safely across. Believe. I just look at poking a few shots at him at least, but nah. Decides against it. Satya Gonna find himself a knock onto one of the players from squad 9, and Zone ends up eating one of the players down. Ashish is also looking to get involved. The long nade across, but he's getting shot from the side. And Satya is down to about 20 HP. How's he going to try and make this work? There's still players from squad number 9 taking in the blue zone, and he's going to get hit by a stray bullet there at the end. That should be the flush coming through. It's going to survive for now inside the zone, but INT Evil Agent pushing through. Looks like he's got Believe pinned in, but that one fleeing moment where Evil drives by, I think is enough of a cover for to force Agent at least into a more defensive position. Squad number 16 is continuing to drive aggressively inside Evil. Where's he heading? He's just gonna go ahead and join one of his teammates at the eastern edge of the zone. Squad number 7 still way out though. Skull. I believe does spot Ashish heading in towards the shack, and Dukai. Dukai's got two players on his right, John as well as Immortal. Gonna try and drop the smokes to maybe try and get an angle onto this. You pretty much do this very frequently in CSGO. You drop the smoke, and just as it blooms, you try and find an opening into this. But unfortunately, Dukai doesn't find one there. Nades on the ready. Immortal. Nade across. Is a go. It is indeed. Dukai gets knocked and flushed. Bye bye. See you in the next life. And meanwhile, Believe. I'm gonna try and do the same here. The nade across. Oh, that's massive. Clown is down, and that's the window. That's the push window here. He's gonna go across, gonna try and take CJ down. He gets him as well, and that's a flush out. He's gonna have another. Oh, he hasn't seen a Believe. He's gonna get flushed as well in return, and Leon will get the res out, but it does come at a price, and now Levy is gonna get fully flushed out as well. Crystal's down. 1v2. Squad number 9 pushing through. Paris, Nabuaiti, and Tango. Tag team. Pick him up. Cut him loose. And squad at number 12. It moves up, and there you go. ALS. ABG rather. Those are our last remaining player. Also taken out. And that's down to the top 7 squads. 28 minutes in. And he spots out a Sasuke. Trying to make his way inside. F2. He spots him, and that's the headshot with the AWM. As easy as it gets. Nicely done indeed. And a couple of players going down inside the zone. Like we might have more engages inside as well. Shots being fired by Mist. Taking a few shots with single fire Mark 14 to little success. But new ST ends up dropping at the edge of the zone. He does make his way inside. Smokes deployed in a ploy to try and get the res off. 5 squads, 10 players. So I don't see too many squads with more than a couple of players alive. 16, 23. Oh. Players just trying to sneak their way into the final circle here. Big Chill. It's got a lot of smoke cover. And try and make this play. Paris Nub YT goes down to the blue as well. Team INT. US. Ultima. And ALS. This is it. This is the fight to the end. Samrat. It's getting fired upon from the side there. Takes a couple of shots only though, but it's got this nice little ridge there to work with. Immortal is going to go hot inside. Straight to the tree. The smoke's already deployed. Full reposition out. Separates from ALS John, who's trying to make his way inside on foot. He's getting shot though. Oh, one more bullet's going to take him down, but he's in cover. Just about barely, but the nade takes the Immortal. That's big. Immortal's down from Mist. And John's going to go for the full res out. Samrat looks like it's going to be left behind. It's just going to end up going down to the zone. Evil's here as well. Sneaking his way in, and his teammate does eventually drop. So that's 3v2v1. Fade. Lose a big chunk of his HP to the nade, but Big Chill with the trade on to Evil. So Evil is down, and we're down to the top two squads. 2v3. And let's see if squad number 12 can clutch this out. Raw gets the knock, and that's all down to Big Chill. Big Chill's been spotted out as well, and he does win the first firefight. Gets the first knockout. F2 is going to be charging through as well. Spotted out Arthur as well, but it's a healing battle. How fast can he heal up? Don't think he's got time enough to go for the res. The F2 should push him here, given notice, and they will. They're going in for the push across. Ronux here trying to bait out the fire, bait out the position. He spots out the player on the rotate on the right hand side, and Big Chill gets taken out in transition. And with that, New ST will take the chicken dinner. A high kill round as well. 12 kills in first place. Second place to Ultima with 11 kills. 1 kill onto Team INT. And 11 kills onto ALS. There's 5 kills onto ZX. Let's see if that's going to be enough to vault them into 4th position to eventually take that final qualifier spot. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back shortly with the final game of the day. This is day 1 of minor number 14. Big shout out to the sponsors. Title sponsor Alienware, powered by Logitech G. Associate sponsor Next Day Multimedia and Kaspersky. GPro partner Galax. Visiting partner Monster Energy. See you folks in just a bit.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late. And I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You call to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only drink for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's
know.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. I'm Shadestay and I'll be your caster for this game. It is Group D, day 1 of the minor, and we have the qualifier already on its way. Looking at the flight path. It's gonna start all the way north of Lipovka and make its way through Gatka and out. So it's a east to west flight path. Should have a lot of importance given towards places like Pochinki to Georgopol specifically, and Rozhok, not to mention. Yasnaya has been a very crowd popular area as well. So do expect teams to go to almost all the favorite locations, but also spread themselves out well, since there is a vast majority of the map available straight off the flight itself. Lipovka seems like is where we might have some action brewing early. Squads 13 and 11 right opposite each other, and I think Zigzag there just got spotted by Shanu. Shanu unfortunately does not have the best of weaponry. He's got himself a Uzi as well as a shotgun. Zigzag finds himself the opener. First knock across, and they do expect a player to be behind. Not sure if they've spotted Shanu, but Shanu's pretty far away from the rest of his team. Kunal might be in some trouble here if he does decide to run across. Seems like he has an idea of where Shanu is. He spotted him and he's trying to bait him into a response here. Is going to be none to be had though. Do expect Shanu to just chill out and not give in to this peak right here. Not to mention there's 11 Inferno also rotating on the other side, but trying to peek that is going to leave him exposed against Kunal. He's going to step up, and Kunal takes a barrage of bullets. Straight up almost pays the price, but just about, barely just about manages to survive. Squad 13 on the other side. Couple of knocks in. 11 coming in for the flush. Looks like this should be at least 2 kills secured here for 7S. They find themselves 1. They spot out Thunder inside as well. So 2 quick kills should pretty much mean Shanu's the last man alive. Is gonna probably run away. Nope. He's gonna have players come through. They spotted him as well. He's getting shot from the side, from above, from behind. He gets the first one, but the trade is in position from Zigzag. Kunal runs in pretty much blindsided there, but didn't really matter. The trade potential was there to ensure that he couldn't walk away with anything more than a knock there. So job done. Hellboy. Trying to secure the kill with the nade here. It's a blue nade. Ooh, I did not realize they were nade skins as well. And looks like Das is done for. His teammates here, Deepesh, I don't think is going to be able to get there in time. And Das is just going to end up bleeding out. They had to look at the bigger picture there. It's 4 players from Wicked and Cyclone weren't in position for that immediate res. Sorrow. How is he not getting shot? It's not taking any bullets there, and Saurabh holds on. And it's in fact Pulki who goes down. Eventually there will be a trade. Dhruv's gonna get traded as well. 2-for-1 trade. Needs being readied. Popped across, and is a res attempt here from Deepesh. Like Rohilla is also going to try and push in. Is above, gets the flush onto the first. What more can he do? He's gonna try and flush more players out here. There's one player below, and in fact there's both here. One's there as well, and Vanish gets cleaned up. Rohilla, big plays indeed. Holds on at the end. A one-man clutch there, 1v2. And Cyclone will lose only the one, pick up 4 kills. Meanwhile, you're gonna have a flare drop summoned as well. M249 with the Mark 14 suppressor for snipers. I believe that is Georgopol containers. S driving in hot into an area they do have current control of. And what's in the drop? M249 the extended quick draw. This is just off the water. We have Hellboy here as well, sitting up on top of the roof, and he's looks like they're drawing fire from 7S. They get the knock onto Zigsaw, but the trade across comes in from Kunal from below. Let's see if he's gonna peek back out for more. I think first up priority is gonna be to get this res. Avi does go down, and 11 is giving chase. They're moving up. They're going in for the finish. They spot the first player out. It is done. And there's another player in the corner who's also cleaned up. Squad number 11 have it in the bag. 51 Slayer is going to try and run away. Kunal is going to try and spray him down. Needs just 1 or 2 bullets through. Barrels sort of a fishing expedition of so to speak, but 53 players alive. It is almost impossible at this point of time. They're having a very strong showing, but all of that kind of falls apart with a couple of knocks coming through. They did get a little adventurous to try and peek out, maybe get the advantage over 7S, and they get punished in return. And from that point on, it was pretty much all south. If 51 Slayer, nicely done, is gonna find himself Akash, and his teammates also gonna join in. Hitman, a 2-man slay squad. Get themselves the first, and they're trying to make their way into the zone. The zone's all the way towards the northwestern part of the circle. Effect of distance to be covered as well. And what's the drop looking like? It's a flare drop. Called in with Mark 14 AUG. AWM with 8x and a ghillie suit going the way of squad number 18. GG's. Squad 19 is joined by squad number 15. Squad 15 Yeah, there's barely a small angle to be had, but they've drawn straight into one that has Vegeta here. Vegeta drops down. He spots the first player out. They almost line up. He gets a lot of damage into the first player, but the rest are not fully split up, and looks like Vegeta is going to get flushed out here. The player can just peek out and take him down. First hit popped. Vegeta's got cover. There's the smokes coming down as well. No one's rushing into this, but there's a lot of distance that JSR need to cover if they are to go ahead and pick up Vegeta here. There is decent smoke cover, but there's a fair bit of distance to cut down, and I don't believe they're going to be able to make it there in time to pick him up unless they find themselves good knocks. Saurabh is keeping tabs, and in fact Head Out is gonna find himself the first knock, and that's gonna give Zeno rather maybe some courage to move through, but he's taking a lot of damage. Deepesh is here as well. Deepesh hasn't spotted Zeno making his way across. Hoyla is also down, and timing is gonna be everything here. If he goes to the res, he can always turn around and get the kill, but with Vegeta so low, he's gonna have to stick the res here. The first player coming across, there is cover from the second, and he's gonna pick up the kill. That's huge. Shiva's down, but Vegeta manages to get picked up, and Deepesh makes the transition across, and JSR Head Out cleans house, and they managed to keep all 4 players alive at the end. Good fight indeed. 3 kills in the bag. Mission accomplished, and in style. In good style as well, so there you go. Punisher spotted and being currently shot at as well. Blaze is gonna find himself a takedown. I'm guessing that is on. Ooh, there it is. It's in fact onto Labak. Punisher is pretty low as well. I do believe Punisher was the first one knocked, and Labak is not trying as soon as he got the res off on his teammate. But they have decent cover now. They should be able to pick him up, and they're not going to T4. You should also buy them some time. What's Squad 18 doing? Squad 18, 2 players on the bike. Are trying to take on 7S. Pretty much at the edge. And there's a drop going down in the water. There's a significant amount of water in this drop. It's a M249. But yeah, look at the amount of water that's in play here. Griffin is taking a few shots from afar, and yep, manages to barely hold on there. Few shots coming his way, and Vegeta almost ends up slipping down. Is just about able to hold on at the cusp. Shiva's knocked as well, and I don't think Shiva's teammates are in a position to pick him up. Squad number 24. Oh, goes in hard to squad number 8, and they're going to be able to drop 2. Abaddon and 1 more on transit. They find 2. There's a vehicle down. It's a full squad wipe coming through as well. Meanwhile, JSR finds himself in some trouble as well. Head out. Shiva both knocked down. Zeno is out. And Vegeta is going to be the last man alive. Yoda? Wait. What? Yoda? Hello? He's not sure what the plan there is. He's driven it straight into the water. Still sitting inside. He's gonna boost up and he's gonna get slaughtered down. A tiara. Well, I think he was coming for the drop here. There's an M249 in it, but Vegeta does go down to TNS. Where is TNS? Oh, they're on the other side. Yoda managed to get the full first aid out, and he might still have some life left in him here as he tries to swim away. TNS on top of the hill. These guys have no idea about Hatra. They're keeping their eyes peeled on JSR. And wait, is that Yoda down? He's not. They blow up the UAZ though that was parked in the water. 11 more squads alive. Squad number 12 sitting pretty much at the edge, and they've got squad number 11 gatekeeping them straight ahead. It's going to be a pretty tricky affair trying to avoid them and trying to make it into the zone. Chances are they are going to have to take this fight sooner or later. And Zest does end up going down his teammates here with Akatsuki. Last man alive has got barely any way of making it up right now. It's just gonna buy his time, try and see if certain conditions work in his favor, but I don't believe he's gonna have too much in the way of being able to survive this. Squad 24 getting pushed from the side. Squad number 17 coming through, and fight after fight. Venom is going big. He finds himself to his teammates here now for cover. Let's see if he can find that trade across, and Pradhan. There it is, and yeah, lost it. 1 HP is down. 1 HP, just needed the one bullet though eventually to try and take down Pradhan, but he's not going to be able to do so. And Blaze meanwhile finds himself a kill as well. Spotting 7S making their way inside. 7 teams, 17 players alive. Squad number 11 heading straight into the center zone. This is where squad 15 currently is. They're straight up below this. They're going straight in the water. What? This is the second squad that we're seeing do that. And F7 is going to do the same. Ripperoni, pepperoni. Serve him hot. So 2 squads just drive straight into the water. And Kunaldo is finding the fights. He's still making his way up. He's still surviving in this. But what are his chances? He's pretty low. He's got no heals. His vest is almost done as well. He needs to get these bullets in. But that spray there at the end from head out is going to clean up house. We're down to the top 5. Maybe top 4 real soon, as Reaper Axel should get cleaned up momentarily. Swimming in the water, but as soon as he makes it towards the land, I believe he's not going to survive 5 seconds. Probably going to get insta-gunned down. Maybe an angle to work with. Ooh! He does in the first fight, but his teammate there, Blaze, being as low as he is, decides to take that fight and comes out on top. And we'll have time to get the res out as well, but they've got a long way to go before they make it into the zone here. Squad at 21 comes in hot into the edge of the circle. Ooh! Blaze! Out of luck, and 2 down. The nades doing a lot of damage as well. Surge just barely survives, and this may be the window. The blues pushing in. Surge, oh, he's inside, he's inside. It's just about inside. He should be able to get the res out as well. There's the push. He could have taken the vehicle up and gone for this, but they're taking the safer route, as Shub is pushing in on foot to try and make this happen. He's got a decent enough angle. And this is pretty much the 3 squads here. Squad 17, 3 strong, 3 V2, V1, 6 players alive, and 7S just pinned inside. These guys are not gonna budge. The Blues gonna come in and they're gonna have to make a Hail Mary play. JSR headouts got no way up as well, and squad 17 chicken dinner almost certainly secured. Blaze, however, finds a knock onto Pradhan. This shouldn't be giving them knocks at this point of time. And since 2-4 are so well spread out, look at that. Shub's gonna have to make a long rotate across. Blaze goes down though to Diz, and they might just leave Pradhan behind. Head out is just gonna go ahead, touch the zone and get knocked. At this stage, I think Blaze is also gonna have to be left behind. He can't get picked up. Surge is alone inside, and he's gonna have to find himself the absolute best spray possible if he's gonna have to give himself a chance. That Blue's doing the damage. Can't do anything right now. He's gonna get cleaned, and that's the chicken dinner. It's to be expected. 7S had to go for a heroic play there to get into the zone. Playing it passive there wasn't just gonna cut it, but regardless, they both qualified through. 2-4 on 12 kills and 11 kills on 7S, 5 kills onto JSR, 2 kills onto A5, 1, 4 kills in fact onto F4, and I see a huge 9 kill haul onto 7S. I think that's gonna take 7S into 4th position and through in terms of the all points. So thank you so much for tuning in. Big shout out to all the sponsors: title sponsor Alienware, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPro partner Galax, and drink partner Monster Energy. Shit's here, signing off. Goodbye, good night. I'll see you folks tomorrow at 5:30, maybe about 6 p.m. for 4 more games. The 4 remaining group games qualifier for the semi-finals that will happen on Wednesday. So goodbye and good night.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. You to myself when we go